guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah and this is my first video with a voiceover. How exciting. I finally got a mic so I can talk now. Hope you guys enjoyed my intro song. I made it on GarageBand using the loops and I really like the mix of traditional Chinese music with hip-hop beats. Like, I honestly am obsessed with that. I love songs with that type of beat. Anyways, I've only started bullet journaling a month ago and I wanted to do a theme for February, but I didn't know what. So I went to Google to search for inspiration and I ended up seeing one that was Lunar New Year inspired. So this is how this spread came to be. I sketched everything out first and right now I am outlining my drawing, as you can see. I used different references to help me come up with the first page design. This page was the most time consuming out of all the pages of this spread because of my drawings and also the fact that I am extremely slow when it comes to drawing. I didn't even realize it until I took my first art course in last year of university and I was working on drawings for many hours straight. I couldn't even rewatch all of my footage for this video at the regular speed because I moved with the pen so slow. What you're seeing right now is actually sped up. Hopefully one day I become faster at drawing and it won't be as time consuming. However, I never felt like I was wasting time when I was drawing or doing anything creative. I really enjoy it and it's actually a stress reliever for me. I love the process of starting off with a blank sheet and filling it up and seeing what I end up with. I aim to practice more and improve my skills because my skills are still at the level it was back when I was 13. I actually stopped drawing at 13 mainly because I discouraged myself from it. I saw all these amazing artists my age and I thought I wasn't good enough, so that's why I stopped. And it's one of my regrets, as I realized if I had kept drawing consistently over the years, I would be so much better of an artist today. However, we can't turn back time, nor do I want to. Things happen for a reason and it's just meant to be. After so many years away from the arts, my passion for art is even more greater than it was when I was 13. Regaining that passion again was the best thing that happened to me. And I'm not the best, and I know I will never be. And that is the conclusion that I have reached. I'm just doing what I love, and I just want to say to anyone who is afraid of doing something because they're not good at it or they don't believe they're good at it, or are just surrounded by people who are just amazing at it, don't get discouraged. You gotta go for it. Do what you love. Don't let fear and insecurities hold you back because life is too short for that. Thank you for listening to my short spiel and I'll just go back to the bullet journal now. So I just finished up the lanterns, the branches, the flowers, and now I'm just working on the Chinese architecture. I think I've seen these at Chinatowns and you probably have as well. Right now I just found a quote. It's actually a Chinese proverb and it says, "All things are difficult before they are easy." And that is so true. This concludes the first page of the spread. I'm just finishing some coloring, but I didn't dare color in the architecture with any markers because of that black marker earlier, which low-key scarred me with all that smudging. Thankfully you can't tell on camera, which is good. And now we're starting the calendar page. This will definitely take you a lot more time compared to just drawing grids, but I really like this style and how it looks when the boxes are separated, so I just took some more time and I did this with the ruler, but you can definitely just go ahead and freehand. I don't think I have enough confidence for that, and crooked lines would would kind of drive me a bit nuts. I forgot to mention that these boxes are 5x5 for those who plan to do this. Doing block letters in cursive, and I did this in my January spread and I really liked it. I just realized that I could have done this in red in honor of Lunar New Year, which is the theme, but I completely forgot and I went for pink because of Valentine's Day. But anyways, I think the main reason why I did this is because I don't have a red highlighter. Here I'm putting in the dates on the highlighted boxes and making sure that they're centered properly. I personally like to start from Sunday to Saturday rather than start from Monday, because that's how most of my calendars are like, so that's what I follow, but that's totally up to you. I'm just highlighting the corners for the dates and filling them in. Now I'm drawing red pockets, also known as lucky pockets, in the corner of the page. For those who are unfamiliar with them, it is specifically a Chinese tradition where older relatives give children a red envelope with some cash inside. These envelopes have different designs and are also used for different occasions outside of the new year, such as birthdays and weddings. I used a reference photo and I had no idea what I wrote in Chinese. I just really hoped it said luck. Luckily, my mom did confirm this. So my lines were a little bit crooked, and I tried adding little flowers in there just to cover up the mistake. I also used a different type of pink just so there is some variation, and I added goals, events, and below a notes column. This page is the February playlist, and this is where I will be putting my favorite songs of the month. And it's a place where I can flip back to at the end of the year and see the songs that really were a big part of my February month. I'm drawing 8 boxes that are 10 by 6 each, and I also included a little pause button, but if you guys wanted to include 10 songs instead of 8 songs, you can always do a 4 by 10 without the buttons, and that will fit 10 on the page. So this page is dedicated to a check-in, and this is done at the beginning of the month to really just check in on how I'm feeling emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I found that it really does help to write down everything in one place and just read it through. You know, it really just gives you a good insight as to where you are and where you want to be. lot of bullet journal videos for inspiration when I first started this bullet journal back in December, and it was my first time seeing a habit tracker. And I thought this was a really good way to really build habits, hold yourself accountable, and really keep track of that. Last month I did this. I had 7 habits. However, I only stuck to 4 of them, which is why I'm cutting out some of the habits that I wrote down, just because it really wasn't something that I wanted to build in the end. So here I'm trying to freehand, but as you can see, I pulled back the ruler. Here I am highlighting the boxes, and afterwards I will be labeling them with my habits. The first habit is Chinese. I'm trying to do that every day. Then we have reading, YouTube, cleaning, praying, and lastly exercising. I'm just spraying out all the dates. I realized shortly afterwards that I could have cut out the extra row. The only reason I had that extra row was I based it on January and it had an extra week of dates. The boxes are 7 by 6. However, for February, you can just do 7 by 5 and save some space. And here I am trying to make up that empty space by doodling some flowers and trying to turn mistakes into beautiful things. Now the next page is dedicated to the brain dump, aka basically the note section, and I love this page. You know, you write down all your thoughts during that month or things that you deem important, and you put it on that one page and you just refer to that one page all the time, and I love it. It was so useful to me back when I used it in January, which is why I'm keeping it in my February spread. Here I won't be doing the full weekly spread just because I personally just like to add as I go along, and this style I really like when it's all evenly spaced and there isn't too much white space. From pre-planning, I just simply draw a line, draw a flag, color it in with a highlighter of the month, and write the date, and that's about it. Right now I just use it as a running to-do list and I add as I go. However, I know in the future I might need to actually leave space ahead of time. This is the final product, and thank you so much for reaching the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching.